All right. Let's see if this works. Boo. Okay. Oop, sorry. Gotta remember I moved my microphone. Mumble, mumble, mumble. I have to rebuild these shocks. This bottle is empty. Hi, babe.
Hi.
Set up right. Yep. So, what is there to talk about? Oh my gosh. See, I haven't done a live video in quite a while. And I don't think I ever went over switching to TLR on my two-wheel drive. I switched to TLR a couple months back. Never went over it, I don't think, on the internet. But I have a couple buddies that I race with, like James and Aaron. Hunter brothers each have, well, they have a lot of cars, but they have low season associated cars, I believe. But I use JTP oil, Jared Tebow products or productions or whatever. Watch the triple just add. My buddy Paul just asked me what kind of oil I use. I use Jared Tebow's oil. And I use 32 in the front and 27 in the rear. I think that's stock for this buggy. But so I drove my buddy Aaron's car. Was it Aaron's? I believe it was Aaron's 22 5.0. And I loved it. I mean, nothing against the B6.1, man. I still got my B6.1. I'm not going to sell it or anything. But if you drive both, I mean, throw out the name bias. Like, you know, oh, yeah, I don't drive that because it's associated. Throw that out the window. Or, you know, whatever. The low C car is just easier to drive. It is. I don't know if it's chassis flex or what, but it's easier to drive. And turning everything, it's much easier. But yeah, no, it's not. It's not, Paul. Missed you at the track on Saturday, Paul. It's definitely not as fun when you're not there. But I kept the spot next to me open. And poured out some of my beer from a fallen homie. But it's definitely not as much fun when you're not there. That and my techno kept breaking. Well, anyways, back to my thing. So I found this 5.0 a lot easier to drive. So I went out and bought one. It just is. It's a lot easier to drive. My times got faster with it. I mean, dude, if at my skill level, I'm no expert driver, man. Even though I have to drive expert at the track I'm at, I'm no expert driver. So if I need every advantage to even finish well. I mean, and James is fast with his, and Aaron's fast with his. Jim Silve and Randy Locken, all these guys. I mean, they're fast dudes with their Locies, man. And then I drove one, and I just didn't want to drive my B6.1 anymore. It was that drastic of a difference. It really was. I mean, if you don't believe me, just go drive one. I mean, throw out, I'm a associated guy. Well, that's cool, man. That doesn't mean you shouldn't try to drive anything else or see what anything else is like or anything like that. I mean, yeah, there's some cars I won't drive because of some of the people that drive them at my local track, mind you, not nationally or anything like that. But there are just some people that are dicks, so they just keep me from wanting to drive them. We gotta definitely pit by each other this weekend at that INS race, J Concepts race. Paul and I normally sit by each other, but you gotta reserve your spots and all this kind of happy horse shit for the race, and I'm sure we'll sit next to each other because it won't be as much fun if we don't. That's for sure. But yeah, I made the switch to Losi. I might switch back to my B6.1. I got so many hopped up pieces on that B6.1. It's hard to look at it and not want to drive it. And, but this Losi is pretty well, set up. And it's box, stock. You don't got to mess with anything and you're going to do real good with it. That's another thing that was surprising with that buggy. It is just box stock. Nothing really changed on it, and it will drive better than, a setup freaking B6.1. Just will. It's just crazy. Serious, y'all gotta try it out. Also, oh yeah, God. Also during my hiatus away, I'm so happy I got a setup again so I can do these live broadcasts because they're kind of fun when I'm doing nothing here. But yeah, we can get our pits on. I think we can go Thursday morning too, and get them like we did for the Desert Classic. We can go there and get our pit spots in the morning, but kind of want to wait a little bit and then go get them. But on the layout after the Desert Classic, they had a wall of bricks. I should see if I can find that and then show everybody because it is pretty funny. I didn't think it was funny when it happened, but it's pretty funny. I don't have film of it breaking. I gotta look for it. 1 second, you guys. It did end up breaking, but it what is wrong with my dogs? Where is it? 1 second, guys. I'm telling you, it'll be worth it. Paul knows. It's definitely worth it. I don't want any of this crap. What are you doing? I already got it. Oh, why is this being idiotic? There we go. All right. Oh, yeah, here it is. Do I have it over here? No, I deleted it. No, I gotta have it. No, I don't. Okay. Let's see if I can do a add. Okay. Okay, here we go. You guys gotta watch this. This is pretty funny. So this is me. This is... Everybody's waiting for me. Like, they gave me a lap because I had to race Marshall race. So I blew off the track. And I got on there, and I was on there by myself. And it's pretty funny. So here I am. And... Oh, and they put these bricks in, and I just wailed into that loose brick right there. And there's Paul. You hear Paul, he's like... he's like, I'll bet you $10 you can't do it again. You see him down the way there. And, I mean, this is pretty... But, yeah, that was, that was pretty brutal. So I had hit that, and the car, yeah, it's pretty funny. So I wailed into that. So that was for the second qualifier, and everybody was watching. Everybody got to see me and I crushed the front end of my EB410, just crushed it. So I needed to put a whole new front bulkhead on, a whole new diff case up in the front. That whole piece busted my ass, and got it all together for the main. And went out there, and it was the same thing. Like, everybody was, like, waiting for me. And I ended up hitting those bricks again. But now, because there was nothing to absorb that brake, there was nothing to stop it from flexing, it snapped my front end off. And it is... I still got it. I'm going to send it in and get another one. But it snapped the whole front end off. I had gone into that night with it already cracked. You can see... I don't have it. I could probably zoom in real quick here. But you can see it. It had started to crack already, and then from hitting those bricks, I hit those bricks quite a bit, it just snapped it right off on me. So I had bought the new one, and and got it all back together. I've been driving it better and better. There was a time where all I drove was my 2-wheel, and now I'm driving nothing but my 4-wheel, and it's pretty fun. So a lot of people have bought Technos down there. A lot of EB410s down there. And They had their setup better than me this past weekend. I don't know. I don't know if you've watched any of those. Not taking off my shirt. I got to stand down by James Leffler this past race, getting to find new places to stand on that stand. Trying to find a place. I think where you guys stand down by that gate is gonna be. Yeah, I got the big screen, man. I got it all set up. Makes it easier to do stuff. That is for sure. But I think I'm going to be standing down by that gate. Or at least down a little bit from where I'm currently standing on the stand. Because I got to see that coming off the straight there. Good, James. I'll freaking put a link to it in my stuff so people can watch it. So I want to see what that track looks, how that little double into that 180 looks from way down there. I saw it on mine, but I was like, maybe a little bit further, I can see what it's like. I didn't know chewing gum would make your, make that do that, would make your camera move like that. But I mean, I don't chew gum, so that's, I couldn't really give you a heads up. I didn't know it would. But, yep. I liked how my 5.0 felt on there, man. Dude, that was I mean, if I had it geared up more and I didn't drive it so like a wuss like I did, I would have done a bit better. But I still hit 15 laps with it after only driving it 3 times on the track. Just drove it smooth, didn't really mess up much. But you guys got way out front, so. I was the fastest sportsman out there, though. That's something to be proud of. But there's not too many sportsmen in 17.5 anymore, so that's not saying much. But what was I talking about? Oh, my EB410. So yeah, broke that in half. Had to wait a while. Got it rebuilt. And then Sportsman 4-wheel drive has been pretty fun because we're all about the same skill level. So that's a fun class. It's a lot more fun to have a chance to win than it is to have no chance to win like in 17.5. Like I have no chance to win. So what I shoot for is to just make it into the A main or be the fastest sportsman, really. Because if you're the fastest sportsman, you're going to be close to bumping into the A main. So those are the goals. I mean, every time you go, you should set a goal. That is definitely my goal, is to be the fastest sportsman. Or one of the least, and then make it to the A main, which is not an easy thing to do. Not with the drivers out here anyways. Not easy. But my EB410 shocks are still leaking, and I don't know why. I've rebuilt them again yesterday. I don't see much coming down right now. Oh, I think it is. I don't. This EB410, man, I love driving it, but everything freaking leaks on it. Maybe I do need new shock. Aaron said I need new shock shafts. Maybe I do. I don't know. I don't know why it would be. I have such a problem with this shock leaking so bad. I'm getting tired of buying stuff for my EB410. That's no lie. Losi needs to come out with a 4-wheel drive, and I will definitely be buying a Losi. If it doesn't have belts. I'm not driving anything with belts. Yeah, right? No 21.5, man. I'm sick of the 21.5 uh, crap that's going around. Guys thinking that people want to go slower or want something different. That's a bunch of crap. Killing your biggest class to try and sell 21.5 motors is stupid. Doesn't make any sense. I don't like it anyways. I don't like going slow though. But most of those guys end up going faster than me, time wise. Well, good for them. But that's also supposed to be a class you're supposed to be going slower in to get faster, to be in the class that I'm in. But those guys won't ever leave 21.5, and they will sit in there. And all those people from novice that get up into 21.5 are never going to win and never going to have a shot. Because there's guys that have been racing for years and years and years and years sitting in 21.5. Because there's no sportsman class. There's no 17.5 sportsman class anymore. So what's the point of it? It's stupid. Doesn't make any sense. My opinion, anyways. Oh, yeah, it's a novice step-up class. Well, it's a step-up class in what? It's just like sportsman, man. Come on. But that's just my opinion. My opinion. Oh, come on. Yeah, that's when was the last time I freaking did these shocks? Holy cannoli. Oh. Woo. It's amazing. I've not changed these 5.0 shocks in a very long time. Very long time. Over a month. Oof. So I got no problems with these ones. These shocks do not leak. My EB410 shocks are... Man, I mean, I changed all the seals on them. I don't know. It's leaking out the bottom real bad. But the race this weekend, I'll be racing 21.5, 17.5. Yeah, I do. But the cartridges, I mean, from... I don't know which hunter that is. It's Bill or Brian. Told me... Oh, no, that's Brian. Because Brian was like, use the MIP cartridges in the... in my shocks, and I was like, well, I already got the ones from Techno already in there, and I was like, they're machined, they should be good, but maybe they aren't as thick as they should be or something to keep them from leaking as bad, because this right front one, man, I'm telling you, I think it's already leaked. I haven't even erased it. I don't know. Holy cow, you hear my dog? Good lord. Baby! Oh my gosh. She's a crazy dog. But it is, you know, I wouldn't be surprised after the race this Saturday, man. I drove that car pretty bad, but good lord, I gotta shut my door. Holy cow, Shelly, shut that stupid dog up. My gosh. After breaking that rear freaking bulkhead back though, Technos suck. Yeah, I'll have to order some of those MIP ones in and rebuild them again. Maybe I can get them here before... I don't think they had them down at the shop. But I hit... I don't know if you can see it in the video, but I come off in the second qualifier. I think it was the second lap in the second qualifier. I come off and I hit that pipe. I flip over. that's where I broke my rear bulkhead, and the shock, it made it so my chassis started slapping everywhere, and my shocks weren't working, and that brought me that's bad driving. I drove that part of that track like crap, and it really cost me in the main. So I hit that guy and then freaking checked up for him. I don't know if I should have checked up for that guy in the main. If I didn't, I probably could have calmed myself down and freaking got back into that race, but I don't know. That guy, I wailed into him. Oh, they had him there? Alright, Brian. I'll probably pick up a set then and rebuild them probably Friday. I mean, it's not like we won't have time. But, shoot. That A main, man, I was so mad. So mad at that A main. From freaking, stupid Gatton. I don't know, that looked like BS to me, man. But some people are like, oh no, he's just slow to the stuff. I'm like, come on, man. Dude, I couldn't go. I could have just kept going, but I couldn't go because he put his foot right in front of my car. I know, Bill. I was pissed, dude. I was so mad. Bill said I was angry, and I was very angry at that whole situation, man. Cause not to be a dick or anything, and I mean you should always think that you're a good driver, and you should always think like you have a possibility to win. And like when I go up on the stand, I know it's gonna be a good race when it's, well, it used to be in 17.5 when it was just all of us. We get up there and it was like we didn't know who was gonna win. But in 17.5 now, you know who you're gonna beat, you know who you're not gonna beat. And in 13.5, it's going to be the same way. There's some people that like show up and you know you're gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna beat that dude. I know I can beat this dude, and these are the guys that I need to watch out for, and really got to race. I don't put Ira Everett up there as a guy that I gotta watch out for, and that dude beat me, so I was pissed. I was like, this is the end of the world. I don't know what the hell is happening right now, but I drove like a little, butthurt teenager. It was pretty terrible. Yeah, he drives me nuts, man. Just drives me nuts. Every time I get marshaled by him, I'm just angry. I'm like, can you move the sportsman guys in front of the mod dudes and then we'll marshal for them? I mean, I'd much rather have that because I don't like... Well, there are a couple mod guys. There's Kyle Davis and Kyle Witherspoon. They bust their butts. Ryan Cowler busts his butt. There's some mod guys that give effort. I mean, don't get me wrong, but there's also some mod guys that are like, I'm too good for this. I don't need to marshal. And that's kind of annoying. I don't want to marshal. I'm in my flip-flops today. Fine. Okay. I put stiffer fluid in my center diff for my Techno, so I should be jumping that triple just fine. Pissed me off seeing all those other Technos just clearing it with these with 30K or 40K oil in the middle, and I'm a dumbass with 15 and not getting any pop. Ugh, that was frustrating. I did all these changes. I changed the center. Yeah, he does look like Flash Gordon. But I did, it was kind of frustrating not being able to pop over that triple like all the other 13.5 Technos. So, made that change. And I was filling my diffs up too full, not like an idiot. So, filled those up correctly, and it's not leaking like a sieve anymore. Thank goodness. Although I don't even want to open my bulkheads because I don't have 30K. I only have 60K and 20K. So I did a little bit of 60K with a lot of 20K. So a little bit more than 20K. Maybe close to 30K in the center. It might be even a little bit more than 30K with the amount of 60 I put in there. But to be honest, I might as well just keep it. I should have just kept it at 60. Because when I had 60 in there before on the track, yeah, right, exact. It's an exact diff fluid science. I just knew I needed it thicker, and once you get up to 30K and 40K, I was like, I venture on the heavier side of 30. So I did like 60 over the bottom gear, and then 20 up to the top of the other stuff. So it should come out to a little less than 40K, something. I don't know. It should be a lot quicker because I mean I had 60 in there the 2 tracks ago where they had the step up with the brick wall, the other step up with the brick wall instead of not the step up with the brick wall where I hit the wall all the time. The first one that they used for the Desert Classic layout, I had 60K in there and I could pop it up onto that step up without a blink of an eye because it was real freaking quick. And I did not have that quickness at all on the track on Saturday. But the buggy, otherwise, not counting the run where the rear bulkhead was shattered and the rear tower was off of the bulkhead because the screws had wiggled out and the 2 on the other side broke. The bracket broke, so the rear end wasn't right. The first run, it felt really good because I also changed the sway bars, and I did. We had talked. Brian and I had talked. I was going to use a 2 steps down sway bar in the rear, and I didn't that day. And then I wanted to try it, so I bought the sway bar kit. And I didn't know the sway bar that comes with the EB410 is the one that's in the middle. It's not the heaviest sway bar. It's actually the middle sway bar. So the lightest rear sway bar, I put the lightest rear sway bar on the EB410 to give it a little bit more traction. And it was fast. It was a fast buggy, except it wasn't quick, if that makes any sense. It was fast around the straight. I could fast onto the straight because my rear end was real planted. You can go right around that, right onto the straight real easy and just haul ass down that straight. And then where I was standing, I couldn't get a good view of that double area, so I'll be moving down. But I just needed to be quicker going into the triple, and I would have been clearing it a lot easier than I was. So. But I think if I develop a line where I don't have to be quicker, I could just use speed and use that same line with my 2-wheel drive. I know I can clear it with the 2-wheel drive too. You just got to go wider. And you go right into that triple in the middle of the track, and you want to cut it real close. And it's just out of habit because that's how we drive. You just want to cut that corner into that triple real close. But if you just kick it out maybe a foot and then bring it around, you're going to clear the triple every time with a 13.5. And if you can get that kind of gearing in your 17.5, I don't see why we couldn't do it in our 17.5 too. Especially with like a car like a Losi where you got the front has some really heavy shock fluid in it, and then the rears are real light. It's going to get a good freaking jump and should make it over. But Who knows? 300 in the rear, 400 in the front. if I should do I don't know, a lighter fluid in the front to make that springing up a little higher. Not a stiff spring, but in the front it's supposed to be 388, so I can either do 400 or 350. So I think I'm just gonna do 400. Be 12 over instead of 23 below. Who knows? Who knows even if how important that really is to do with your shocks. But yeah, I use JTP fluid. 100 for the center. I mean, once you're up past, once you're getting in, I mean, it's just going to be 100% like using a lockout, pretty much. You know what I mean? So I think that's why all those associated guys would use 100 in the middle of the B64, make it like a lockout. But Aaron used Aaron was 10 in the front, 30 in the middle, 7 in the rear. And that's the exact fluid that Dan Collinsworth used, and it's the exact fluid that Forbes used. And Forbes was clearing the triple with ease. I mean, he was real smooth into the corner and would just floor it and would make it over. Yeah, the 40, I can't remember. What's 30? 40 is what? That's 500 CST. I don't use that. Good lord. I think it's 37.5 you're supposed to use in the front on the 5.0. Isn't it? No. That can't be right. 32? 35? Hold on. I got all these old bottles for this stuff. It's not 30. I think it's 32. 32.5 in the front. It's supposed to be anyways. Yeah, 32.5 is supposed to be in the front. So with that 10 in the front, I have like 11. Again, it's a mixture. It's a mixture of 8 and 15 in the front. Pretty much 50-50, so it's going to be around a little over 10 in the front. And then that little bit of over 30 in the middle, and then 8 in the rear, because I bought 8,000 for some reason. That's the way I do stuff. Can't be like everybody else. Oh yeah, 32 for the 5.0. That's what I was talking about. I'm doing the shocks on the 5.0. You know, I should really set up a what's that talking app thing? I know I got it downloaded somewhere. I should just make a Discord, make a Discord server, so we can shoot the shit when I make these kind of videos and make it easier. Cause I don't know if people can see what you guys are asking or not when they look at the video later. Then they'll hear me ramble into a bunch of guys I race with without them being able to comment. It'd be more fun if I heard you guys. So I'll do that for the next one. And then if you guys want to talk, we can just be on there. A lot easier than typing. Because, like, keep our hands free. I should see if they have that MIP thing right now. What the? Why did it go up here? So you guys missed it. I showed my crashing into a wall. Crashing into the brick wall twice. I hope people enjoy that. That was pretty funny. HobbyAction.com. Wonder what this would be called. MIP EV410. And then just shot. Nope. They don't have any in there. They got the new shock standoffs. They have the Techno ones. They do not have the MIP ones. Well, maybe they put it. They might have put it in the wrong lot. You don't think I need the new X rings on there, do you? I mean, geez, things are not that old. I don't know why these are leaking. I'll tear that apart later. What else happened? What else happened? Keep breaking my EB410. What else? Yeah, there you go. See? Bill's got it. New X-rings would help it from leaking too? I don't know, man. I mean, that fast? I never had to replace my X-rings with my B6.1 or my 64, so that would never cross my mind that I would need to do that. I still didn't get new aluminum shock caps for my 5.0, but I've never had a problem with these shock caps, so I didn't think I would. Oh, what am I doing? No, I gotta take that off there. Ah! I just can't wait to just hang around and do nothing for a couple days. Oh, besides race. You know, you do have to race. Oh, yeah. The X-rings wear out the fastest? Shit, man. Maybe I'll get those. Get those and rebuild them Friday, because I won't be down to the track until late Thursday. Oh shit! I'm building these totally wrong. This is like the worst build job ever. Yeah, Paul, you're going to be so rusty from missing a week of racing. Alright, let's get this done right. This track's not real hard to... Oh, man. I gotta change the carpet in here. This is frustrating. There we go. That's not too bad. But like I said, like I told you in Messenger, it's not real hard So it's not like, and they shaved down the hardest part of the track. They made it lower so people would have an easier time with it. So, I mean, from that point on, I think it'll be super easy. I could be wrong, and it could be, well, it's gotten harder because they made it easier, but I sort of doubt it. I mean, the second little double, ooh, give me a link, man. Or what's the name of it? Jimmy needs practice. Leffler now is like The Rock. He has to talk about himself in the third person. Jimmy need practice. Man, where'd you go? Oh, come on. Maybe I should put my glasses on. That'd be way too easy. There it is. Ta-da! Sorry about that. Okay. Come on. Come on, hands. You like how I got this 2 video set up? Took me a while to get these 2 cameras all set up and stuff. Put up 5 more TVs. It's like a fucking Bennigan's in here, man. Oh, I cussed. He has to go in charge. Boom. Let's get this together and then we'll put James's video up. Does it shake real bad, James? Here, we'll pop this up. 1 second, guys. Let me open up my YouTubes. Oh, that's the wrong one. That's not what I want to do. Oh, is that what I want to do? That's what I want to do. Action. Oh, yeah, there we go. Ooh, YouTube has free music. Let's see here. So this is my buddy James Leffler's video of the B main. I have the video of my B main up. See, I was standing way down there. Holy crap! At the other end of the whole thing. Let's see if I can give some commentary about how far back I am. See, James went off first. Oh, geez, that's lovely. Knobloch got India. Look at me, 5th. Yay! Oh, you caught the pipe. I didn't have a bad start to this race. I mean, coming from 7th to 5th. Here, that was my hardest part of the day, was that little double to double. Yeah, I think I'll have a better look at the track down by where you guys stand. I said that there one time, but I thought I had a good enough look at the track from way at the other end, but it turns out you really don't. I like that jump onto the straight there where you can keep throttle pretty much through that corner and just keep going. I just didn't have, should have had another tooth or two on my pinion in order to take advantage of like the speed of my car. You and Chenard had a good race. That's some good racing. I got to race for, there I am coming over the double. But you guys had a solid race, man. I was like a quarter lap behind you guys the entire time. Like sort of like in no man's land until Dan would somehow catch me if I messed up. Holy crap. See, now this I dig, because getting to watch people race is fun. Because my video, I really didn't get to race anybody. Knobloch is fast. He's smooth, man. Oh, he made a good move on you there until he caught the pipe. Damn, that's what you need. I didn't have that the entire time. That double area down like that. Oh, there's me bumping into a pipe like a champ. Oh. You'd done that area so good till that one lap right there. Beautiful. Oh, that was a hell of a pass, though. If it would have stuck. Look at Knobloch, man. He freaking caught back up to you. He was with me. And he caught you. Man, now you guys have grown it to like a half a lap in front of me. Ugh. So slow. I think I had to get marshaled on the last lap. Lawn dart! Yeah, there I am. I'm racing with Chenard, who has lapped me. Ugh. Who was that in the green and black? Who's racing you? Shouldn't have been. Oh, I'm in front of Chenard. I got it down to a quarter lap then. Who is that black and green? I got to figure that out, man, because that guy is like racing you guys. Or racing you, and you were actually in third trying to go for a bump. There goes Chenard. Where am I? Right there. Man, that's key right there, being able to take that double-double like that. Well, that was a good race, though. Dude, that was... I mean... Oh, man. Oh, that was the end. Never mind. Good stuff, man. That's a good vid, James. I will enjoy watching that every week, for sure. That's his... Jimmy Left is his name. Wait, I gotta scrap this. Oh, look at that. I'm your first subscriber. I don't want that thing on. Turn that crap off. Nice. Oh, is it? Man, he was like racing you at the end there, man. That doesn't make any sense. But some people are that way, but... Oh, yeah, when Chenard's on, man, shoot. Well, it's like Forbes. When Forbes is on, dude, he is a fast four-wheel drive driver. Fast. Fast. Wrong thing. Yeah. Editing tips for me. I told you I just used the the free movie maker, man. I need to find a better movie editing app, I guess. Something like that. Should see if my dogs are done being silly. I really need to drink some water. Ugh. One, two, one. Yeah, I don't know why either. That doesn't make any sense. Nah. Boom. All right, man. Boom. Shocks are done. Boy, it's been an hour? Good Lord. Alright, we'll call these done. Put these bad boys off to the side so I can look at my... Gotta cut a new wing. Let's see if this is leaking or I just didn't clean it yesterday. Hi, Bae.
Hi. I have a question.
No.
Has anyone ever raced without painting their car body?
Yeah, clear?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
when they're brand new, people
they
build them and
they
throw
still
them
want
out
to test
there.
it and just do it. But I mean, like...
I think that one of the racers down there built his TLR like I showed up, I show up hella early on Wednesdays, and he showed up hella early and bought one and built it by when the racing started.
Good Lord.
It was like 6 hours. He just built it.
Head down doing it.
Yeah. And he was out there racing it with like a clear body. I think he went in, he drove it around, and then he went and just bought like a color and sprayed it all.
To make it easier to see.
Yeah. But, yep.
That's funny.
I don't know if this is leaking. I gotta drive it and see. I don't think it is, but it looks like it is. I don't know.
Of course.
Did you see that? Got a cracked motor can. I don't even know how I did it. So I go into the shop and I show Riley, and Riley's like, "How the hell did you do that?" I'm like,
is that from the same car that got the broke bottom? The broken half?
Yeah.
So I'm assuming that's probably...
Well, no. Well, that was always on the top.
No, but I mean from the what is it, 3 or 4 day brick hit?
No. I didn't hit any bricks. Actually, I showed everybody on here. I put it up and put it on the screen. And
yeah.
I had a good laugh. Paul was on here, and he had a good laugh with it. He thought it was pretty funny.
Well, I'm sure. Well, he's the one that thought it was so funny for like days.
Oh, yeah. He still thinks it's funny. He's crying on the... I really have to open this up and see how much diff fluid is just leaking around in there.
Yeah.
Because I was putting too much in there, and I know it just leaked out all over.
Mm-hmm.
But everything is... Shocks are redone. That's a good thing. Alright, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll try and get a Discord server up so people that want to talk and just talk RC racing can go in there, and I'll try and have it up for the next time. Peace out!